Welcome back, fellow scrubs. MarcDWyz. Hey, Newt, what's up? Yes, you're here. Here before the ping? What do you mean before the ping? Oh, hold on, I'm trying to get... I set up the thing to set an automatic notification, but it didn't include any of the links to the stream. So now I had to, like, delete the tweet and remake it, and now I'm really mad. I'm really mad. Alright. I think I fixed everything.
Oh, stop pressing. MarcDWyz is mad.
Yeah, I know, really, right?
Perish.
Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing new for me. All right, look, you can see the screen here. It's fine. Here, no, oh, wrong button. Wrong button. All right, here we are. Oh, jeez. Okay. Look, it's been a rough week. All right. It's been a rough week, and I've had up to here with everything. Ah, shoot, my controller's not even plugged in. What's going on today? Alright, hello. Hey, yeah. There we go. I think we're all set. Oh, there's the beep. Oh boy, does it work? Okay. It'd be nice if I had Super Meter to do EX moves with. It'd be great. Okay. I think they need to change the stream name. What happened? What'd I do? You're on Twitch? Shit. It should have changed. That's what I get. Twitch. What'd I do? What does it say? Does it say, yeah, oh my god, that didn't work either. God. Look, I'm having a bad week, alright? Got me some slack. God damn it. Alright. Pocket Fighter EX Live Game Development. There you go. But hey, the go live notice was right though. I get half credit, right? Jesus Christ. Alright, it's gonna be an angry stream today. Oh, god damn it. Okay, alright. Thanks for like the 2 people who retweeted my go live notice that didn't have links in it. I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, I had to delete that one. Alright. I think we're finally here. Okay, let's see. Everything's all great. Alright, let me pause the preview. It's eating up my bandwidth. Okay, I think we're finally ready. Oh, wait. I gotta post it in Discord. In the Pocket Fighter EX there we go. Pocket Fighter EX Discord channel's all set. Alright, we're all fine. Alright, look, we're doing Shinryuken stuff, alright? Or not Shinryuken, jeez. Shinshoryuken. My face when Ken wake up super. Yeah, well, Ken's got good wake up super. It's got lots of invincibility. It'll wake up that if they're on you. I mean, I wouldn't recommend wake up supers in general, but hey, if you're gonna pick one, right? This one would probably be really bad for wake up. I mean, all wake up supers are bad, but if you're gonna pick one, I'd probably pick this one. Alright. Okay, everything's set. We're working on the Shinshoryuken. I did a thing. I did a quick change to the Shockwave from it. I don't know, we'll go here. I like this stage. It's not in yet, but obviously, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what a Shinshoryuken is, but just so we can see the before and after. It's this move. It's got that little shockwaves on it. They're pretty cool. They're already pretty cool, right? Here's the thing though, I made them better. So we've got here. This is the new one that I did real quick. You want to play it on Parsec? If your connection works with Parsec, fine. You know, it's really good. I tried playing it to test it with other people, and my internet's not good enough for Parsec. And then I got a little boost, maybe. Haven't tried it. I still don't think the latency is going to be all that great. And then you got the fact that the lag is only on one side. Oh, hold on. I'm swallowing ice here. Well, I put bottles of water in the freezer when they like half freeze, and you like crunch up it forms like an ice wall right around it. You just crunch it up, and you got nice ice water. Real easy, but sometimes ice cubes are really small, and then they get in my mouth. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let me put a background on this. It's a little hard to see because it's so small, but let me add gray here. Oh, I gotta edit the palette. Right, you have to unlock the palette for editing, otherwise it won't work. 128. There we go. And then I'm going to paste that. There we go. And you just link all the frames here, and then it'll be the whole thing. You don't have to do anything with it. What you talking about? You got a lot of boost. Boost? What was I talking? Man, I'm so out of it. What was I talking about? Boost. What was I talking about boosting for? Anyway, here, look, this thing. I Frankenstein together a new frame at the end here. It's not perfect, but as fast as the animation is, it probably won't be noticeable. My upload. Oh. Yeah, but I don't know if the latency is going to be any good. Yeah, my upload speed went up, which is, thank God. I don't know if the latency is going to be any better, though. So, I don't know. I can try it. Let's see what it is. Live frame data. Take notes, please. Yeah, that's true. Especially when I get the program moves, you'll get to see what that is. Anyway, so the original one only had this frame, this frame, and this frame. And then this frame didn't have anything in the middle. So I added an extra thing that looked kind of the same. It sort of flows, like it's not perfect, but it was a quick and dirty copy paste and recolor. But I think it works out alright, it's fine. And then, you know what, I should probably, I don't know. I based it off of this region. Oh, I don't have my spot on here. I based it off of this region here. Being about the same as as cluttered as this. Like this part here looks almost the same as this part here. And this might actually be like an edited frame of the other one. I really don't know. But it looked close enough where I'm like, yeah, no, it's fine. It looks alright. It's okay. So I think it'll be fast enough that its imperfections won't be noticeable anyway. And then that was the last frame without this centerpiece. And then so I added this additional broken up segment piece at the end. And I think that will help it look a bit better here. Actually, I'm going to change this to black. It'll be easier to see. There we go. Look, I've had a bad week. I'm frazzled today. Don't hold it against me. It's killing me. But yeah, no, I think this works pretty cool. And I added the black frame here. I don't know if that's gonna look good or not, but whatever. So it is a little different. As you can see, I'll do a slowdown here. You can see the original. Please stay maximized. Boom. So see, there's frame 1. Oh, frame 2, but it kinda. Here, can we force it to render? Let's try to force it to render. If we do it side by side, will it force it? I might. No? Okay. Maybe if I frame advance it, it'll come back. Yeah, there it is. So then there's that frame, then that frame as you've seen, and then that's it. Then you see there's nothing on the inside, and that's the last bit there. But I thought it would look a lot smoother and better if there was an additional frame to linger and to have that extra thing. Because Ryu in Third Strike, actually we can bring that up just to compare. Like he's got a really long animation for that. Like the Shockwave is a really long animation. Let me preemptively mute it. Oh, it's already muted. Okay. That works. So let's take a look at the original. You'll see it's got a like they really animated that thing. And yeah, effects and animation's not like too difficult in the wide scope of animation stuff, but they put a lot of frames into the Shockwave. Shockwave. Let's see. Offline. Hey, we can actually do training mode on this one. Shock. I guess we'll go to reuse stage, which is the first one, and I just skipped over it. Alright. We'll get normal color Ryu. Oh, Shinshuriken. Hello, peeps! What are you doing? What? Chicken jumped up on a chair. Say hi to the chicken. I don't know. We'll beat Ken up. I feel bad beating up Chun. Bro, this game's hella fun. I'm gonna make a video to showcase the game to the Spanish-speaking community. Well, thank you. I don't know anything. I don't know any Spanish, so I very much appreciate that. I wouldn't know what to say. Okay, he's got full bars. All right. Oh, it's not down forward kick in this game. That's right, because you select it. Oh, boom! Look at the Shockwave though. Look how smooth it is. Look how smooth it is. Looks so good. I know gracias. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And adios. I know a couple words, but I mean, I couldn't form a sentence, you know? Look how smooth that Shockwave is. It looks cool. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it a little more smooth. I think that would be the way to go. So we'll go ahead and make that sprite sheet and export it. No, I want to export sprite sheet. Big hit Shockwave. Sure. It's as good as any, I guess. That's fine. We only want all frames, but we only want the effects layer. Oh, kind of already stripped that out for us. This is a lot of work for one person? Yeah, probably. Yeah, kinda. Merge duplicates and ignore empty. Yeah, so let's open the sprite sheet. Once we make it. I think that should be right. And then we're gonna have to crunch down and pack in the textures here. Always remember, when making a fighting game and you're stuck, just ask Third Strike. Yeah, I'll be honest. I go to Third Strike for way more than I'd like to admit. Although I suppose it's not a bad thing to admit, but you know what I mean. Like it's my go-to. It's like, oh, what'd Third Strike do? It's good though. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you go to Third Strike? Third Strike's got you back. It's got not all the answers, but you know what I mean. It's got answers. Let's see. I think I know what I'm gonna do here, yeah. And then I think I'll put the two big ones underneath, and we'll go vertical here. I think that'd be the best way to pack them in. Because you want to be efficient with how you pack your sprites in. Apparently Unity's got some tools that help you with that too. But for the size of the sprites that we have, I don't think we really need to worry about it so much. So I'm just gonna do them manually. Alright, and then we can just utilize the space here. Because see, there's so much more empty space down here than there. Well, it kind of is here too, huh? I don't know, whatever, man. Can we get away with it here? Hold on. I gotta reframe this. One, two. Oh, there we go. We gotta get to here. Well, that'll fit. Yeah, that'll fit. See? These can share empty space. I don't care about them sharing empty space. That's alright. They just can't share any direct space. So the fact that this one's going to cut in like this, that doesn't matter. That's okay. And then the final one, I mean, you could split these up into separate sprites to make them a little more efficient, but I don't think we have a RAM issue. So I'm not going to bother with that. But then, yeah, so here. And then make sure they're 2 away from each other. The problem is here is that when you box them in, nothing else can be in the box except blank space that's shared. So if you have this, if I were to bring this up any higher, it would be in the box though. C, yeah, C. C is the command for cropping. Okay, so 1 away from that. We're good up there. And we just want to bring this up to here. These ones are always a pain to pack in because there's so much wasted space along the side. Well, what are you gonna do? Actually, wait. Hold on. I don't know if this would actually save us any space though. I was gonna say, if you put this top left corner and put these down the side, would you save any real space? Because this could get closer, right? Yeah, I guess that would. Alright, we're gonna make a little change here. So we're gonna move this down. Just for now, we're gonna resort these in a second. But if we put this up top, right? Any tips on AI? Don't ask me that, I haven't gotten to AI yet. Thanks though, I appreciate it. The compliment you paid up above. Yeah, so then if this comes up here then. Well, actually we'll do the black one first because that one should be the first frame. And so 1, 2, there. And then put this one here. And 2 away. Then we should be able to move these in a little. Right? I would think so. Oh, we gotta be careful. Let me reframe this one. So here, 1, 2. Make sure that it doesn't touch any closer than that. A texture page? I guess you could call it that. I guess I'm packing my sprites in so that they're optimizing space because these are kind of bloated ones. So I guess you could say that. Let's see, so that's 1, 2. You make sure with the sprites that they're 2 away from each other. Because if you get any closer than that, you could potentially show a pixel between them, and it's kind of a pain. Yeah, so see now, I'm going to line this one here, but it might actually already be okay. Yeah, they're 2 apart. So now here, what I was able to do was to cut out all this space here. You can see all the dark edge, and that's actually quite a bit because it goes all the way from top to bottom. So this just makes it so there's less RAM usage for the sprite sheet. There you go. And then we're going to save that. These should be really easy to put in the center. But let's see. Well, you know, when we import it, we'll see if they're actually even or not. I can't remember if this was even. It should be even for most of the frames, meaning even pixels, so you can pick a center point that's not on like a half pixel, and otherwise things get a little weird. Alright, so let's stop that. Now I know the effects here We've got a bunch of different shockwaves here. Shockwave blue, green, hit. I'm assuming that's what this one is. Yeah, that's what this one is. So this one's called what? Big shockwave hit? Big hit shockwave? I guess we'll just call it big hit because it's a bigger version of it. Slightly. So folder, shockwave, big hit. It's a big hit. Now we bring it in here. We're gonna tell it it should be multiple. Let's merge this back in. Hold on. Get back a little bit of visibility here. Okay, it's multiple. It's gonna be 10 pixels per unit. I'm gonna say it's full rect. If you use tight used to be really good, and then somewhere along the line they changed it. Something changed in the code, and now like when I use tight, sometimes I like missing pixels off the sides of the sprite, so I just use full rect. They're small enough that I don't think there'll be a problem. You would use tight to kind of like cut down on blank space rendering and stuff, but they're so small, I don't think it's going to be an issue anyway. So no compression, no filtering, etc., etc. Alright, so we want to do these in order. They don't strictly have to be, but it would be nice. So this is a width and height of 34. That's even good. So we can keep center. Same thing, expect there. Width and height 34. We'll keep centered for our pivot. 50 and 50. That's even. 80 and 80. That's even. So we'll keep centered. And 104 and 104, that's an even number 2. As long as you can divide by 2, baby. And this one's 112, 112. Okay, they're all centered. That makes my life much easier. Now I don't have to re-export the sheet with an anchor. Okay, close that. And we need to make we need to make, oh my god, where is, oh, it's invisible, that's why. I made it invisible, like, where is everything? We need to make a new object for this. So I'm gonna take the one that I've already got and put it here, and then just take it here, and I'm gonna call it big hit spark, and just drag it back here. And we're gonna say original prefab because we're gonna change a lot of stuff about this. We don't want to use a variant, not for something like this. We're actually going to remove the animator, so we need to do our own here, and then trying to think, what else do we need to take? We don't need any layered existence here because it's going to be all centered. We don't care about that. I'm going to do shockwave big. Now you put the black sprite in front of the white sprite and it actually makes it look brighter when it animates. You're curious as to why I'm doing that. It's a neat little trick I've picked up. Okay, we got the flickers all set. The reset controller needs to be disabled. It also needs to be disabled. Okay, that one's fine. Yeah, we can randomize the X and Y, that's fine, because it's on center. It won't look strange. And then the spline. Okay, I think we're all set with that. So what I'm going to do is just hit create here. Since I've removed the animation controller, it will now just make one for me. We gotta make sure it's in this right spot. So Shockwave big hit looks right. And we'll just call it Shockwave for the animation. And we go to town. We start with that. That's only gonna last a frame. Then we hit this up probably 2 frames. Hit this up 3 frames at most, I would say. Say that one might be 4 frames. You kind of want to get slower as it goes on. Oh shoot, am I already? Wait. Oh, that was already the 3rd one. Okay. Yeah. Then this is the last frame, and then this one you let linger for a while. And then that's pretty much it, right? Cool. We'll have to see how it looks. Looks a little slow to me, but it might look better in motion and with all the flicker and all that stuff. My only concern here is also the amount of time that the screen flashes may cover some of this. So this might have to be extended, but we'll see. We'll go step by step and see what it looks like. Okay, so next thing we have to do is we have to create a pooled object. Now this is something I did on my own. It doesn't come with Unity. I would very much encourage you to make an object pooling system. So an object pool, Shockwave, big hit, spark effects, and we'll, yeah. Does he say keep it going or does it kick it going? I don't know. It's Japanese, so I have no idea, right? Sometimes they're nonsensical. Sounds like it says keep it going though. Object spawn preset, pooled object spawn preset. Yeah, alright, we'll do this here, that's fine. Oh wait, I don't want to put preset, I want to put spawn. That's a better word for it, because then I kind of have an idea of what it's supposed to be. And we give it the pool. Oh, the object pool should have, like, I'm going to say 4. And we will expand it, and we will send an error out if it needs to. Oh, the prefab. I forgot the prefab. There we go. Give it the prefab. Oh, this should just be effects. I like to be a little explicit with these because otherwise I don't know what that is. Is it an active object or is it just an effect or what? So I just put FX. It's an effect. Okay. So we've got all that done. This here, the spawn, I'm not going to worry about any rotation or anything. And the spawn parent, yeah, we spawn, or I'm sorry, the spawn's parent will just be the spawner's parent. I think that's reasonable. And that should be it. I don't really need any rotation or anything. It's already centered. It's just gonna come out on its own. What are you doing, Pete? Sit down. Chicken's running or walking in circles, like spinning around on the chair. Sit down. Alright, and we make sure that object's been deleted. We can save, nothing really happened though. And we'll turn that back off. And we'll bring up Ryu. Believe this is inside of his animation. So let's go to Ryu's animation here. And Shin Shoryuken. Here is, oh no, you know what? I think it's actually, no, it's not in here, I'm sorry. It's actually in his Hitbox files. That makes more sense. Let's close that. And I'll close that one too. And that one too. Okay, fight. Nope, fighters. We need fighters. Not Ken. We do want Ryu. Oh, clicked the wrong one. Clicked too far out. Hitboxes. Shin Shoryuken. Wait, oop, I went to Terry by accident. I'm like, power wave, power dunk, hold on a minute. That's not right. Here we go. Shin Shoryuken. And so inside here, we've got our attack data. See what we've got. Oh, we got big tags here. Ground 1 and 2, air 1 and 2, and then the whiff hits. Okay. These are the ones. So we want, oh, we gotta make something else, don't we? No, we can just switch it out. We already have one here. So we go to the preset here, the Shin Shoryuken, and we're gonna swap out that. Oh, I had another one already, didn't I? Wait, what are these now? These are the presets. Wait, so what's this one? That's this. Oh, here we go. Pull the object spawn. Okay. Shockwave big. It's the bigly one. No position variance is required. That would be like if you spawn the same effect in one spot, you want them to be offset a little bit. That's all that is. I think that's all we had to do. So let's give her a whirl and see what happens. Might have to reset it. Uh-oh. Something. I know it went wrong. You can't see them, but there's a reason for that. It's because I did not set the proper layer for the sprite. Yeah, oops, pretty much. Hit spark. Oh, wait, no. Where was it now? You know what? We'll do it this way. Find it. There we are. So if we open this back up, you can see here that the... Oh no, a certain layer is on hit sparks. Wait a minute. Something wrong? Hold on, no, it was right. Maybe I just had to reset it. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I just had to reset it. What are we doing? Spinning in circles. Alright, let's see. We got it this time? No. Oh, we got an error. I saw an error flash. What'd we get? I got a bunch of errors, but I don't think they're related. I leave lots of errors to make sure I fix something. I don't think any of this is related. Well, now we've got a mystery on our hands. Alright, here's one thing that'll help. Ah! We wait until the hit occurs. Boom! Okay, we saw it for a second. We saw it for a second, so what happened? It's here. Right? No, maybe not. Oh, no, that's the other one. Hold on. We saw it for a frame. Let's look for the next hit. Cause we can just like click on it if we see it. Oh, I missed it. It was too fast. Alright, hold on. Come on, launch up. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Well, there'll be another one. Careful, careful. Here we are. Okay. Here we are. So what's going on here? No clip. There's no animation? What happened? Oh, I think I know what happened. I've noticed this sometimes, where when you create an animation after removing the controller, the animation controller just disappears. And that would make sense. We only saw the sprite once, right? And there was no animation, so it just kind of deleted itself after. So that was actually working as it was supposed to. It just gave us a weird result. Alright, here we go. This should do it. Should do it. Cross your fingers. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh! Hey, that looked pretty good. It's got a little bit of a different feel than Third Strike, because Third Strike doesn't have so much stuff tied into the middle. But it's got a little more of an XNK kind of look. I like the way that the outside works. Not sure if I'm too happy with the inside though. Ooh. I know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I like it. What do you guys think? It gives a little bit more of that Third Strike feel because it's got the slowly expanding thing to it. I want to see what it looks like in slow-mo though. Nice. Hit him! Boom. You don't even see the black frame. Because of the screen flash. That's alright. We can leave it in there. Especially if someone takes the screen flash off, you can disable it. Boom. I mean, you kind of almost don't need it because you got this entire frame is dark. And then you come back to this, and it's only there for like 2 frames, and it's out. I think that actually works pretty well. I felt like it lingered on that solid circle frame for quite a while. The one I mean is this one. The old one was timed in a way where I saw that quite often. Feels a little more crunchy, yeah. Oh, oh. You get that just kind of beefy hit. Oh god, yeah, the combo reset button. I swear to god, I go into other fighting games and I start hitting that button thinking it's gonna work, and I'm like, oh my god, why haven't they done this? I got so fed up with having to go to the menu and hitting the reset thing. Or having to wait for the computer to come back to life. Do I have a heavy fall sound effect? What's that mean? There's a difference between this, like it's a very light tap sound. There's a difference between that, I think that, and... No, those are the same. I think? Hold on. Let's cut the music for a second. Cut the music. Let's turn this up. Let's see. Okay, there's that. Okay, there's that. Yeah, they're different. So when you get knocked down, but when you're thrown, you get that sound. And then when you jump, hopefully you can hear that alright. And you get that. Oh, yeah, if you KO'd with it. Yeah, so what chat's saying is, in Third Strike, if you KO'd with it, you would, the music would stop. I'm actually curious now, what does it sound like here? Let's unmute this. And let's crank it so we can really hear it, right? Sounds like a grenade going off. Yeah, I certainly don't have that. I mean, I could probably make it do that. Sounds like a grenade. Hey, fitting though, right? He just got blown up. Let me pause that. Alright, what's our sound like again? Hold on, it's all screwed up. I turned it down, I shouldn't have turned it down. That's not bad. It could be better though. Yeah, that's the damage. If they get damaged on land, I usually use that. If they take the damage when they land. And then when they get knocked down, it's that. That's just like a regular knockdown. And then there's that. Then when you jump, just a little tap. Oh, I missed it. Alright, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna turn it back down. Music back. Dance theme. Not third strike, Street Fighter Alpha 3. I really like Alpha 3 dance theme. I think it should be his normal theme. I think it's way better than his actual theme. More fitting. Oh, like Spike. And the editor does that sometimes. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, I think the Shockwave lasts longer, so it feels more like the third strike one. I really like the way that looks. Oh, chunky. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so that's... Hey, we completed something start to finish, except I animated it off screen. I was doing it when I had I don't know if the internet was out, something was going on. Oh, I was installing a new version of Unity. And so I made that effect and I made something else in the meantime while I was waiting for it to download and install. Because I accidentally uninstalled my main version of Unity trying to clean it out. I didn't have anything to work on in the moment. So I was like, hey, you know what? I've been meaning to do this. So yeah, that works. Well, what else do we have today? Since that kind of went quick, right? Let's save it. That's what else we've got today. Save it! Hey, Shinrackman, what's up? Welcome. Alright, we finished that. I do have the Kakufubatsu effect that I haven't fixed up yet. Or we could virtual hug. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you. You love my game. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. The only thing that game designers ever want is for people to actually like the game they made. And so that means a lot. Yeah, so I changed a few weeks back. We like half animated this on stream. The Kakufubatsu. So when you use it, you don't see much, but if you actually get the counter in, then you get that little shockwave and all the good stuff. Now Pocket did the punch part of it a long time ago, but I didn't like the placeholder effect that I put in. I always kind of meant to change it. Let me show it again in slow-mo. Whoa! Is that thunder? Is there really thunder? Alright, hold on. Let me check the radar. If you need, I don't know, maybe only in the United States, if you need a good weather app, Weather Underground, it's through, I don't know if the Android app is any good, but the website's really good. Let me look. What's going on? That sounded like big thunder. What's going on? It's either that or something's exploding in the mountains, and neither of those two things are all that great. Okay, show me the radar. Show me potato salad. No one gets that reference, I bet. Yeah, there's a lot of storms. Okay. Well, if the internet goes out or the power goes out, you'll know, because I won't be here anymore. So let's hope that doesn't happen. That's wonderful. Okay. So I'm gonna do down, down, back, back, and punch. And he's gonna do the parry. Boom. And there. So I animated this part. Oh, we didn't fix up the dust around him either. It's all stretched out. Price of living in Tornado Alley, I suppose. No, I live in Kentucky. I live in the mountains. Actually, the storms aren't too bad here, because what happens is that the mountains, we're so high up, the storms will bump into the mountains. Like, literally, the clouds will hit the mountains and it'll disrupt them. And then they get, like, broken apart a little bit. This reminds me of a weaker version of Rio's KOF 13 Neomax. Oh, you mean, Holy Blow? He does that one, he does that one hit, right? And knocks him far away. Alright, I'll show you the difference in a second. See, and then the effect comes out. And it kind of swirls, but we didn't really, like, finish it. And then, boom. So here's the difference. Rio's Holy Blow doesn't lead to, like, a full crumple combo. I think it actually makes him dizzy, right? Doesn't it? But it doesn't crumple them like this. So it's a little different there. This is more like a counter attack. Ah! I'm doing it too early. There. See, I can let him, if I let him sit there, he'll just kind of like collapse. But it's more like a focus attack. Street Fighter 4, not 5, 4. Although it is based off Street Fighter 5's Kakufubatsu. So it's kind of a mixture. So if you've got a lot of meter, like, you can go to town on dudes. Look at that. They done goofed and they lost half their life. The other thing that's interesting is you can load it, right? You can keep it for the round, but you could... Oh, I used it by accident. You can keep attacking and doing stuff with it. You don't have to use it right away. So it becomes a threat. And when you do land it, you can keep all the meter that you've used, or that you've accumulated. So you can rebuild the meter from stocking it. I don't know, it depends on the game, right? I'm not sure how Rio's Holy Blow works in 13, but in a lot of the older games it actually stunned opponents. But I don't know to what end. I don't know what kind of capabilities you had as a result of that. Oh, I really hear the rain going nuts outside. So in Street Fighter 5, Kakufubatsu let you get like maybe a Shoryuken off of it. It didn't let you get much. But I thought if you were gonna have to spend some meter on it, I think that you should be able to do something with it, you know? Oh, I screwed that up. That's alright. Ryu's got a lot of stun potential in this game. Because once you go into Power Max mode, you get the dungeons. And a full dungeon, full charge, I mean, look at that. It's about half stun. And you can use them. You keep using them. Even the unpowered ones still have a lot of stun to them. Boom. take him out. The other interesting thing, some people don't notice this in the move list, but you can actually cancel them. Oh, I did it too late. You can cancel it and catch them doing something. You can even cancel the EX ones. So you can go up, say, you want to do this? Yeah. You could fake someone out. Hold on. Let me think what I have to do here for inputs. They see that. Oh, I didn't do it right. I didn't backdash fast enough. They see that, and they might want to do something. Now they could just roll, like if they want to roll, and when that happens, you might be able to hit them out of it if you preempt it fast enough. And the reason I added that is because of the roll exists, right? If you see Ryu doing something like this, there's no guessing game about jumping versus standing there and waiting to see what he's gonna do. Or guessing like when you can jump or parry or whatever. Because number one, there's no parry. But still, the game, like Street Fighter V, you would say, oh, okay, well, I've got to think about when he's going to release it. So do I jump? At what time do I jump and what angle do I jump in order to do it? Well, guess what? If you're really close, like here, that's all you need. That's it. If Ryu's sitting here charging this dungeon, all you gotta do is this. Oh, wrong button. All you gotta do is this, and you're out. Or when you see him fire it, you just do this, and you can potentially even punish it depending on how close you are. You just hit the roll button. That's it. Light punch and light kick. Well, now that's the grab command in the current public release, but I've changed it. If you've been following along. So now the grab command is 2 punches or 2 kicks, and then the roll is back to the KOF standard AB or light punch and light kick. But yeah, you see it, you just tap it, boom, and that's it, and you're out, right? So it kind of destroys Ryu's pressure ability if he can't do anything to fake you out. So I added the backdash. Let's see. Yeah, you get a full charge if you max cancel. Man, that's deadly too. Because if they've been hit a little bit, I'm gonna take him off a block too. He doesn't need wake up. I'm on auto guard. So you've been beating him a little bit, right? He's got some stun built up. And you can just... Oh! Takes 2 bars on a max, so it's a lot of resources, but... You know, you could get somebody dizzy if you really want them to. I think that's the only way that I've found that you can actually hit the full charge. Because even if you bump them up like this... Yeah, you don't have enough time. Hello, did you hear the big thunder?
Yeah, it's raining pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds it. I had to check the radar. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I was like, power goes out, you'll know what happened.
Yeah.
Well, the internet could just go out at any minute too, but so far it's holding up. Ugh. You can charge the whole thing. You can actually... Just like normal Hadokens, you can special to super cancel. You can do it with these ones too. Whoa! Something happened. Yeah, it gets a little laggy on what, Peep? What? What are you doing? Get down? Go in. She flew off to the couch. Chickens are weird. Yeah, we got a chicken in the house. if you're wondering. We saved it, and now it doesn't want to go outside because I guess it thinks we're the flock, so it stays in the house. I don't like the other chickens. But yeah, even like this, you could just only get a level 2. And the EX is an automatic level 2, so charging it there doesn't do anything. But you can get a free level 2 by just charging it there. You could do that. I mean, that's pretty good. You only use 1 bar max, and you've got like, what, 2/3 of a life gone? You do that with an EX. Let's see what that does in the corner. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not what I want. Oh. I'll have the micro run. Whoa, wait a minute. Why doesn't that hit? Hold on. Something broke? Oh, I see that. Maybe I'm just missing it. Try this again. He must be just out of range. That's funny. I have to add a corner. Oh, that's not gonna work. I have to add a thing so I can reset to the corner. I've been meaning to do it, but the camera system is built in a way that doesn't like... It gets a little freaked out when I do that. So I gotta fix that. The camera in the development versions is a little buggy anyway. Whoa, no, that looked definitely like it was supposed to hit. What is going on? Nope, that works. That works. Do I just gotta delay it? Yeah, I guess I just gotta delay it. Yeah, that one's tough. There we go. So with the 2 EXs, you get close to 50% off that. That's pretty good actually. Of course, if you got all 3 bars, you can just do this. Oh, and look at the glorious new sprites. Shockwave, baby. I don't think anybody noticed. I don't know if I've mentioned it in the development build. Listen to the voice clip difference here. It's actually a different Shoryuken. I took the Shoryuken sound from Marvel vs. Capcom 2 actually for that one. Hey, thanks, man. I'm glad you like it. Oh, that's half. You use up all your meter for that, though. I don't know if I can get that. That one's tough because he's far away. No, I was gonna say that's gonna miss. That's gonna miss because you're not far enough. You're not close enough to him. I was gonna say if I could run up and it's tough without doing the crouching one. I wondered if maybe that would give me just enough to do it. No. But either way, there's a bunch of ways to get into it, so. No, not enough meter there. No. Just shy of enough meter to make that work, though. Just shy of enough. Do I do all the art myself? No. So most of the sprites... where are they? Most of the sprites here are really from the Neo Geo Pocket games. So let me open up a sheet of that. Oh, that's just the HSprite files. I drew this, I think, though. I think I drew that, or Pocket drew that. Somebody drew that. Was it me? I think it was me. I don't remember. So like the official games, the official Neo Geo Pocket games, in fact, it's actually coming out and they're re-releasing it on Switch, which I'm super excited about. Now I can play it on the TV. But, well, I'll take Ken for example. So it was Match of the Millennium for the Neo Geo Pocket Color, had these kind of sprites. And they were cool. And since I wanted to create a fan project around it, I figured we could add some more color to it. And so that's where Ryu's got the additional coloring you see here. And in game, of course. So most of the sprites have been used from that game. But some of the things we've had to draw, like there's no grab whiff animation in the original games. So we had to draw that, and I think Graphicus did? No, Pocket did this. I think Pocket did this one. So Anim Pocket, you can find him on DeviantArt and Twitter. He did those. He also did the Kakufubatsu, which is cool. So we got to add the Street Fighter V move here. This is really cool. The way that the startup looks just like the game. And then he did the punches there, which are really cool. And I did like one frame. Graphicus did these. All these guys are in Discord too, which I can plug that here in chat. Boink. We've got a Discord, come yell at us. I did like a couple frames here or there. Trying to think of which one. Hey! Oh, did it pop up yet? Or did it? Or was the sound was delayed, wasn't it? Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, it's you. So Mateo made it? Mateo made it? Thanks for the follow, man. I know that the audio is all desynced now. That stream labels, or Streamlabs, their thing's getting wonky. So it usually shows it, and then I don't hear the notice. I don't hear the sound from it. Where's the one I did? Oh yeah, right here. I did this frame. He didn't have a landing frame for the Shoryuken. It's not very good, but it is what it is. It used to be this one, but I didn't think it looked quite right. Because I just took the head from the frame before it, so I made that one. Do you guys have experience with Unreal 2 or mostly Unity? Just Unity. I know the very basics of how Unreal is structured, but not enough to actually build anything in it. I would say if you're starting out, I get the question a lot. You know, should I use Unity or should I use Unreal, since they're both free engines, and that's good. Using free engines is fine, especially ones that are like fully featured in the ways that these ones are. You know, cuts down a lot of time, and then you can just get right into the game development. You don't have to worry about making your rendering and all this other stuff. I used to do all that stuff by hand, and I saw Unity and I was like, yeah, that cuts out like 2/3 of my development time. So we're just gonna use this from now on. I just need to take a sip. So I would say my typical response to whether you're using Unity or Unreal is the way that I view it. If you are making a AAA game and you need every ounce of performance out of your game and you have cutting edge graphics and all that, you want to go for Unreal Engine. There's no doubt about it. Unity and Unreal are pretty much equally capable. It's just that Unreal Engine can do a bit more with what it has. So it's got more efficiency into it. So you can really push it to the limit. And Unity just kind of can't do that. it's not quite as efficient. But if you're not making a cutting-edge AAA game, either of them are fine. It doesn't really matter. So that's how I would say that. I use Unity. I think it's a little easier to use based on my quick research I did years ago to be like, hey, which one should I use? That was the conclusion I came to. Unreal will be a little more difficult to use because it is using C++ and not C#, which is harder to use in C#. So there's things to consider. I would say if you're first starting out, Unity might be a good engine to use because it kind of keeps you a little bit more on the training wheels and doesn't let you deviate too far unless you really want to turn off the safety net and go ham on it. But if you're going to start learning, that might be the way to go. So that's my opinion on that. And it's not just because I use Unity. I really do believe that, especially since Unreal uses C++, which I know how to use C++, and that's fine. But C++ is a nightmare. If I had the choice, if someone were to ask me now knowing, and I had to go back in time, and I'd be like, nah, we'll just use C#, it's fine. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you'll find a lot of tutorials. I would say learn C# first, and then start in Unity. If you're gonna learn Unity, and knowing C# ahead of time will help tremendously. Now I've got one that I always share with people. If you join the Discord, tag me, and after the stream I'll give you the link to it. It's a C# training course. It's free. And you just go through that, it'll teach you everything you pretty much need to know. It'll be a great starter. And then once you finish that, then you can jump into Unity. But yeah, if you want to go for Unreal, go for it. It will be a little harder to use just because C++, but yeah. Yeah, either way. You'll get there either way. It's not gonna kill you to use one over the other. Long-time viewers know who I'm talking about, Bob Tabber. I hope I'm saying his name right. I brought him up so much. He'll be cursing me if I haven't. Good old Bob, he'll teach you C#. He taught Tim C# in like a week and a half. If Tim can do that, everybody else can too. Alright, we can close that one. Oh yeah, this is just the A-Sprite version. Yeah, we actually slowed it down a lot in game. But that's alright. We'll save that, that's fine. Yeah, so we were looking at Kakufubatsu. Oh, he's not doing his wake up. Yeah, you could do that. That used 1 bar max, but I don't think it used any EX. Oh, you can use, if you're not confident in a full combo, you can use the easy extension for it. Ah! If I can get it. You just mash the down, back, punch again, and then you'll get that attack. And it is a decent chunk. So the reason I put that in there is because this is only a 2-bar super, right? So I'm like, well, what if you have 3 bars and you want to use it? Then you can just use the 3-bar version if you want. Well, thank you, Green Cube Games. I appreciate that. I try to do what I can to make it look flashy. Ooh, that was a counter hit too. Ugh, dead. This is DJ's theme, right? DJ's theme from Alpha 3? He was only in the console version. They released an updated Naomi board arcade version, I think, for Alpha 3, but he was just in the console version otherwise. Which kind of sucks that they didn't use that upgraded version in the collection. There's a whole bunch of characters. Guile was in it, DJ was in it, Fei Long was in it, and they weren't in the arcade release, the initial one at least. There was no console version of Double Upper? I thought it was on PS2. Didn't they put Double Upper on PS2? Oh no, this is not this is a free fan game. No, we're not endorsed by Capcom or SNK. No. You can get the latest public version. Well, PSP was Alpha 3 Max. That was another version, right? Here, hold on. You can get the game here. Public version's a little old. We've been making some enhancements. A lot of enhancements here and there. But no, it's a free fan game. Just go and download it. Let's see. What were we gonna? We were gonna do Kakufubatsu. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think we'll touch this one up. Ah! Like, it looks cool, but it definitely could use some tuning up. And, oh, yeah. I also had Pocket make the Parry smaller. Let's go here. Nice daytime stage. Hey, it's Tim. What's up, Tim? Tim says, I like how Unity doesn't have small-time developers reinventing the wheel. Yeah, for the most part. They do a lot of stuff for you, like rendering and shaders and resolutions and all that stuff. I mean, if you want something super advanced that it doesn't offer, then that's on you. And we're kind of in that territory. Especially for determinism. But that's alright. Most games don't need it. So yeah, I don't know if I ever actually implemented that smaller parry. Let's start there, actually. So now I've got two different versions of them. I did my crappy version. You want to see my crappy version of the parry? I did it stupidly without like animating it. I just eyeballed it. Is this mine or is this? This looks like mine. Yeah. See how it all looks weird and stuff? I think that one's mine. Let's look for what? Bob Tabor, right? Bob Tabor? Did I mispronounce his name? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Oh shit, this is a really bad one that I did where I outlined the whole thing. Still wrong? Oh, I'm sorry, Bob. If you're out there listening, I'm sorry. But you're good old Bob. We know Bob. Bob's good old Bob. Where is the parry thing? Don't tell me I don't have a copy of it here. I will study the game to improve my beat 'em up. Gonna download. Well, I hope it's a good example. I mean, I'll be honest, as a developer, I kind of fear that. I'm like, I hope nobody looks at my game and then uses that to figure out what to do. Because I feel real bad. Like, I feel like it's not that great. Now, do be warned, I mean, it's still in progress and I'm still learning stuff, so don't take it as the Bible. It's like, oh, Mark did one thing, I'm gonna do the same thing. Well, maybe. It depends. I really don't think I have that other parry effect. Hello. What's up? No, I just saying what's up.
Encouraging my man.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, because I'm being downer?
No, I'm just... Jesus Christ, you can't do anything nice for you.
Shut up! Did you hear what I was talking about?
Not really. I kind of just walked in and you were telling some up and comer, yeah, don't do it because I do it because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a big dumb idiot.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just yell about being from New York and how much I love spaghetti.
Yeah, pretty much. That
Bob Tabor?
is it Tabor? I don't know. How do you spell it? I said Bob Tabor, but apparently I forgot.
Well, that's how it looks, but
She's got you pegged.
yeah.
Tabor? I don't know. Tim sent a thumbs up. Is it Tabor?
Okay, I guess it's Tabor.
I guess it's Tabor. Yeah, that works. Anyway.
I'm Mark. I'm from New York. I love spaghetti.
Shut up! Shut up! I skipped the intros. I skipped like half the stuff because I knew it already. I just looked through it to see if it looked any good, and then I had Tim take it. And then it was good, so I just give it out to everybody. She showed you up? Yeah, she often does. That's just how it works. Yeah, I don't know where that parry effect is. So I think I'm gonna have to renege on that. I'm gonna have to check that out. I know I've got it somewhere. I'm just gonna have to look for the files, but I'm not gonna dig for it for 10 minutes on stream. Everybody would leave. So let's look at Ryu's animations. Fighters, Ryu. Where is? Oh god, where is it? Kakufubatsu. Is it really that small? I thought it would be bigger than this. Phew, there it is. Phew. We actually changed the underlying sprite too. We'll change that in a minute. But yeah, then it goes here. I like these frames. These frames are fine. And then this is kind of rough in the middle, right? And then it kind of like, I don't know. Then it just disappears. You see how it kind of like moves a little? It's supposed to spin. Spinning counterclockwise. I don't know. So for one, I'm trying to think what I really want to do with this. For one, you need like, oh, what's going on here? Drawn on the wrong layer. Wrong layer! Where is it? Outer effects? Is that? Oh, that's us. Okay. You wanna, I mean, you don't want it to just be from hard white to dark blue. Well, it's not dark blue, but you get what I mean. Like, you want some sort of gradient there. I mean, not like that necessarily, but you get the idea. You want some kind of anti-aliasing or whatever it is you want to call it. Hold on, let me pull up the actual example here. Do I have it here? I better have it. I didn't plan to work on this part, I just kind of pulled it up, so let's see what we got. GameDevScrubs. Video! Oh, this gotta be an old video too. Unless I actually put it in the references folder. I wouldn't really expect that I would have done that, but it's possible. Nope. No, I did not at all. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what we got here. I don't see it. Oh god. Oh wait, hold on. Local recordings. What do we got in here? Street Fighter 5 anywhere? There's Street Fighter 5? Of course I don't have it. That figures. Wait, there's an old folder. What's in the old folder? No. Old shit. Of course it's old. It's the old stuff. It's not the thing I'm looking for. I don't know what that is. 2 minutes. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me bring up. Hold on. That's not that one. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe I found it. Is this it? No. Fucking nothing. What is this? Ah! Ah! Just gonna start screaming until it matures. Oh wait, is this it? This looks like it. This it? Yeah, this is it. Okay, I got it. Here's my footage. Missed that one. Oh, there we go. Okay. Really? So let's take a look at this. I played it a little here, and it's an amazing game. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. The new version's gonna be way better. I've reduced input lag by 2 frames. We're gonna have netcode. It'll be great. Oops. So this, instead of this effect, we're doing the Parry effect that we have. But then the rest of it here is really what I'm concerned about. So I kind of, what's the update on determinism? Still working on it. It's a lot of work. So if we put these sort of side by side here, this frame is this frame, essentially. Then we flicker to white, which is this frame, essentially. And then this is kind of sort of an approximation for this swirly bit. Do fighting games devs these days have to account for hitbox controllers, or they don't have to because keyboards already exist? It's pretty much that. Keyboards already exist. If you properly tune your game to have a keyboard, then you don't have to worry about what they call the simultaneous opposite cardinal direction problem. In other words, holding left or right at the same time, you know, the east and west, or the north and south, the up and down at the same time. A lot of the old games couldn't do that normally on the controller because you got like a D-pad, right? Or you had a joystick in the arcades, and there was no possible way to trigger up and down at the same time. So some developers didn't even account for that in the code. And then things get really weird when you start pressing up and down or left and right at the same time. And modern games, for the most part, have alleviated that problem. Though there have been a couple examples in the last decade that have not. But, yeah, so that's the thing. If you put your game on computer, you can use the keyboard, WASD. You can absolutely press up, down, left, right all at the same time. And so developers had to really think about that and do something about it, you know? So yeah, there was a bit of a push when you got to the computerscape landscape that you wanted to do something like that. But until that point, developers sometimes didn't even think about it, which didn't work out all the time. So what he's talking about, Hitbox Controller. The Hitbox Controller only has buttons, it does not have a joystick. So let me show a picture of what that looks like, in case anybody's curious and has not heard of it yet. Hitbox Controller. I got a new model out too, a little mini one. Cool. What's she doing?
She's pulling parts of the quilt off and eating it.
Aww. Is this their actual? Wait, is this their actual site? Ooh. Ooh. A little pricey, but hey, you know, arcade sticks are pretty pricey. So yeah, here's what the Hitbox looks like. It's just buttons. It's just buttons. So this is your left, your down, and your right, and then your thumb is on up. So if you played like a first-person shooter on computer, like spacebar being would jump, that's kind of what it is. It's the ASD without the W. Well, there's no W up here, but then the spacebar for jump. That's kind of really what it's about. And then you have your normal arcade button layout. So you don't have the lever. So you could theoretically input things faster because you can use multiple fingers. And yeah, Daigo's using it too. Yeah, you're right. He started using it for Guile because you could hold back and basically just tap forward and a button to get your boom. You don't have to move the lever from left to right. So I don't know if Daigo uses it in competitions though. But I do remember him saying on stream, he's like, yeah, if we don't use this, we're fools, because this is really good. So yeah, that begs the thing that the opposite cardinal direction thing was an issue because of that. You could press left and right at the same time, and not every game accounted for that. So there was some controversy on whether or not they should allow it for certain games. So Hitbox actually has inside of it, if you hold left and right, it actually won't send both of them to the console to avoid this problem, this exact problem. If you hold up and down at the same time, it won't send both of them to the console. It'll actually filter it out inside its hardware before it even sends it to the thing. And that's what we, SOCD correction or SOCD protection. And that's simultaneous opposite cardinal direction prevention. And so if you hear that SOCD cleaner, an SOCD cleaner resolves that left right. If you hold them both at the same time, it makes a decision on just sending one of them. And that's what that's all about. I don't think as a developer that there was any reason for me to do anything special. And I actually reached out one of the Hitbox guys and I'm like, and I had the same question too, but I wasn't really sure. I'm like, is there anything that you would recommend to do to the game that may not necessarily be required for Hitbox to work properly, but even just nice to have? And they're like, nah, it just kind of works. And like, okay. And that's where I learned about, that it has its own SOCD cleaner and all that stuff. So yeah, I guess that's not an issue. So I haven't worried about it. And in fact, I've been using to simulate it because I don't have a Hitbox. I still use the stick. But to simulate the idea of the hitbox, I actually use WASD and spacebar to jump. So I use kind of I'm not too great at it yet, but I use basically a hitbox layout on my keyboard to test things. Oh, I don't want to do it with two. It's a little hard. I'm just not used to it yet, but it's not like it's a bad configuration. In fact, some stuff's really easy to input with it. Especially if you want to hit two buttons at the same time. I'm getting used to it. I haven't used it in a while. But I figure if I can get used to it to a reasonable degree to test with it, then I'll have an idea. Whoop, I'm not doing it right. There we go. Trying to hit those two buttons at the same time. In fact, with the keyboard, I can probably hit the EXs way more accurately than I can with stick. Well, not way more accurately, but a little more accurately. Definitely more accurate than the pad. Any competitive users actually using keyboards? Not so much in the Street Fighter circuit. However, you want to see something? You want to see something crazy? Here, hold on. You want to see something crazy? You take this to its logical extreme. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Oh, this is a crappy version though. Here we go. Here's a premium version. Here's a premium version. All right, you ready for this? You want to take this to a logical extreme? Here you go. You got your WASD arcade stick. I wouldn't say a lot, but there's a good amount of Tekken players that actually use this. Yeah, I know. Tim's old school. Tim's super old school, and he uses the arrow keys. Freak. If you get good with it, you basically input stuff perfectly since you don't overshoot motions. Yeah, essentially. It's very precise. Very, very precise. But you do have to retrain your hands to make sure that you're hitting the diagonals properly. But some games are not too lenient with that. Mouse drying out. Some water. Ice cold. Probably hear it. I do it. I just take these bottles of water. I just throw them in the freezer. You pull them out. I mean, depending on how fast your freezer will freeze something. You pull it out when it's like half frozen. You just crunch up the ice that's formed around the sides. Perfect. Nice ice water. Left orientation is only good for mouse use. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, that's the idea. So that people use the WASD instead of the arrow keys because they use their mouse with their right hand, right? But most people are just used to it. So that's what they're going to want to use. And that's where this thing came. It's called the Mixbox. Yeah, so that's wild. There's ones that have multiple on them. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's called the Hitbox Cross-Up. Alright, I'll have to show you that one in a second. Hold on. Oh, we got a really funny one. We got a funny one. Let's open that one. But I want to show you the one I'm actually looking for here. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here's the first one I want to show you. So this is the Hitbox Cross-Up, where it has both. So you can use your right hand to kind of like, I don't know, use it both at the same time. So I guess if you're holding back and you just want to press forward and a boom, like you could do it. You could just press this button and this button at the same time, this button, and it'll take over and go from left to right and give you a boom. There was a big controversy over whether this should be legal because, oh, you've got the analog, or you've got the stick and you've got the D-pad essentially. But look at your average PlayStation controller. It's got an analog stick and it's got a D-pad. You could do the same thing on your PS4 controller if you really wanted to. I mean, arguably this makes it a little easier potentially, but you can still do it. There are some people who do use the analog stick and a D-pad at the same time when they play. So, yeah. When the boom cancel out? I think with the SOCD cleaner, whatever left or right you pressed last is the only one that it's going to send. So if you're holding left and you tap right, even if you're still holding left down, it only registers right. So you could hold left, tap right and a button and do like a 1-frame boom activation. Like, so it's powerful, especially for charge characters. Very powerful. Otherwise, you've got to move the stick all the way from left to right, which can take 2 or 3 or 4 frames. And then you hit the button and then it comes out. Or one of these buttons, rather. And then you got to make sure you hit these at the same time, that the lever actuates and you hit the button at the same time in the same frame. Here, you could tap 2 of the buttons like they were in the EX move, and you can easily hit those on the same frame. So there was a little controversy over that, and I understand the concerns. But at the same time, you could just have a normal hitbox and have the same advantage, essentially. You could just hold the left button, tap the right button, and a boom. And a punch button, and you got a boom. It's the same thing. Here, you just hold the lever left, and you hit the buttons, whatever. It's basically the same thing. I mean, hitboxes have been out for a long time now. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, the debate's over. It's just another controller. So here's the other one. This one's funny. Look at this little mini thing. Look at this little baby. Which just got the keys on the left and the right. That's funny. I have the big buttons though, right? Big buttons are fun. You just hit them. I got one over here. I don't know if you hear that. Just hit them. They just make the tap sound and you love it and you mash shit and it sounds hype and I don't know. It's really fun. You just beat on it. Get all your aggression out. How would the stick add functionality that holding the left button doesn't give? Yeah, well, that's pretty much the thing. Would I use it? Would I use a Mixbox or a Hitbox? Probably not. I'm just so used to stick that I just don't feel like switching. But if I'm playing to test on the keyboard, I'll use, a keyboard layout that's pretty similar. That's all right. I think it'll take a long time for me to get used to it. And the same thing, if you go from using pad to stick, you get the same issue. It's going to take a while to get, you know, accustomed to it. Just go to your locals with that thing in your back pocket. Yeah, it's so small. Look at it. It's a little baby. Little baby. Yeah, I just use a big bulky stick. I see the other thing. UltraDWyz's got a good one actually. Hold on. He calls his the split box. Let me see if I can find it. Google, please. Google. Thank you. Google. Yes, Google. UltraDWyz split box. Let's see if we got it. Is this it? Oh, here we go. This might be an old one though. Yeah, okay, so this one's a little outdated, I think. I think he made a better version. So UltraDWyz, if you don't know him, he's a commentator and player. So he used to play a lot, but he's got issues with his hands now. I don't know what exactly, but it's very uncomfortable for him to play with his hands. And so he did a lot of commentary, you know, in the last, long time. A lot of times he gets on with James Chen, and they'll do big commentary for big Capcom tournaments. Great guy, but he had problems with his hands, and it was very uncomfortable, hurt him a lot to play. So what he had to do, he said the hitbox was great, but I need to split them apart. I need it farther apart. So he did this, and he can pull it apart, and he can stretch it out, and he can play as far apart as he needs to help his hands, so that it doesn't hurt his hands and his arms. And that's perfect, because I'll be honest, I'm starting to get like the same kind of issues. So when I built my stick, it was very uncomfortable to play on the on the very cramped Japanese style layout, where the joystick was so close to the buttons, like my hands are so big, they would hit each other, it'd be uncomfortable to play. So I said, screw that, I'm going to design my own, and I spaced them out. So the joystick is far away from the buttons, and it's a very wide stick. And I find that to be much more comfortable, so I know exactly where he's coming from. But yeah, see, you can just, he just splits it in half. He just basically made two halves of a joystick and connected them with I guess he just soldered it right there. It looks like Ethernet cable he used. Isn't that wild? Real fighting game players bring their NES controller. What do you mean you can't medium or heavy attack? Yeah, for real, right? Yeah, how would you do that? You'd have to program it so the longer you held the button that it came out. And that's what the Neo Geo Pocket games did. That'd be really annoying though with mediums. That'd be really funny though, right? What the hell was that? That's UltraDWyz's split box. It's a hitbox. But it's split. So because he's got pain in his hands, see? In his arms. So if he can split up the joystick into two parts, he can configure it however he needs to and shift it around so it doesn't hurt his hands. Because he used to play a lot and then he couldn't play anymore because it hurt. VR fighting games could be wild. That would be interesting. I think in the far-flung future, if they could get like controls just based off brainwaves, and then so everything you want to do, you could do kind of like the Matrix or whatever, you know what I mean? But if you think what you want to do and it just happens, you have one-to-one action to intent. The fighting games for that would be wild. Wild! Can you imagine? The fighting games with that kind of control would be insane. A friend of mine had a controller that was one of these boxes and half a Saturn controller. Yeah, I've seen one of those where they've got like the because some people like the D-pad. The D-pad's actually like easier to double tap on, and Yeah, so they would put half. It would be an arcade stick with the buttons, and then they'd have half a controller to use the D-pad. It's wild, but it's great. Let's see. We got a link. What's our link? Oh, it's him using it. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Let me pull that up. Here. He's actually using it. Yeah, look at it. Oh, look at it. Look at it. You put his arm up here. Oh, that's cool. Twitter, why are you killing the quality here? Twitter, please. Well, look at it's hard to see, but see, he can play it like this. I don't know exactly what's wrong with his hands and arms. But if it's anything like the stuff I got, oh, there we go. It cleared up a bit. I completely understand, man. Oh, he's using. Yeah, his controls are here and then his buttons are up here. This is his directionals, the buttons. Why is Twitter video so garbo? Look at this, you can't even tell what's going on. That's cool though, but see? Now, stuff like that, man can play again. It's wild, it's great. It would have been great, you know, if that kind of stuff was around earlier, but like, you know, the mods and stuff have really gotten pretty accessible now for make your own stuff. But the man's playing, he's happy again. It's good stuff. I just want to throw real fireballs. You and me both, brother, you and me both. Would it be wild to be able to just throw Hadokens? Yeah, who am I kidding? I'd just be swatting flies with them all day. I'm a lazy son of a... Oh, I screwed that up. I did have the meter for it. I just screwed it. It's my dream. I know, right? Who wouldn't want to throw Hadokens? Come on. You know, the one thing, the one superpower, if I had to choose one superpower, though, I'd choose flight. I'd always want to fly, man. Sometimes you have those dreams. I don't know. I have the dreams. Sometimes you have. Oh wow, that's a frame data error. That shouldn't be possible. Uh-oh. I think I screwed up. Oh, you know what's wrong with it? Here, I know what's wrong with it. The Shinku Takamatsu. Yeah. It's the same problem that happens with Ken's Takatsumaki in the current development version. Variant X, I think you reported this, where Ken has like an insane amount of plus frames after his grounded Tatsumaki. It's the same thing here, because the jump code changed, so he doesn't have any recovery when he lands, and he's hella plus on all of these moves. He's not landing properly, so he's able to do this. That's a glitch. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Go fly in VR, Mark. Be sick for a weekend after. Yeah, VR kills me. Tim knows VR kills me. We did Resident Evil 7 on stream. And the PSVR, and oh dude, I was sick for like 5 hours. I played for 40 minutes and I was sick for 5 hours. It was like an hour and 15 minutes for every 10 minutes I played. I was sick. Dude, it was awful. Yeah, I know. The PSVR's frame rate's pretty low and the resolution's pretty low, so I think it just makes it work. Or worse and worse and worse. It's awful, man. Toshi Zero, thank you for the compliment. I'm glad you think it looks good. I'm to that point where I look at Pocket Fighter EX, I'm like, yeah, no, this game actually looks pretty cool. Like, it's a little hard for me to do that, but I'm looking at it, I'm like, no, we did pretty good. We did pretty good. There's still stuff to do. I'm trying to use the keyboard again. I'm not doing too good. One issue with the keyboard is that there's all the other buttons to consider. So if you don't know where your hands are, then it can be a real pain. Where with the Hitbox, there's only so many things to keep track of. There's only so many buttons. Anyway, that aside, I think in a lot of Well, like artists have this problem too, where they're just like they're never satisfied with the things that they've made. But I think at this point, like I can tell myself, yeah, Pocket Fighter X is actually kind of cool. That's cool. Ugh. Ugh. You're done. Let's see. I've had some greater experiences in VR and overcome the motion sickness since then. Lately, the biggest problem has been the pressure on the forehead. Yeah, they're getting heavy, right? The more powerful they get. Let's see. Variant X says, I had to stop playing the Resident Evil 6 demo that came with Dragon's Dogma. You mean the Resident Evil 7 demo? Because the screen tearing was so bad it made me nauseous. Had a bad VR experience, or a bad VR experience would put me down for a whole day probably. Yeah, and that's what it did to me. Like, it was like literally like 5 hours of just being sick and having to lay in bed. And I was like, yeah, we're not doing that again. Yeah, that didn't work out. Funny that didn't work out. Dragon's Dogma came out on the 360. It's an old game. Wait, are you telling? So there's a Resident Evil 6 VR demo? Or is it just Resident Evil 6 like gave you motion sickness or something, just without VR? I'm not sure I understand. But Virtual Boy Wario, dude, Virtual Boy Wario is insane. I want to play that. I will fight the motion sickness for that game. It's not actually that long though. I would expect, yeah, 7. That's what I'm saying. 7's the VR game. Yeah. I don't know if they've gone back and done a 6 VR. I don't know. Leave me alone. I don't think the Virtual Boy would mess me up as much. What made you develop this game? I love fighting games, and I think that the little chibi disproportionate sprites were really cool from the Neo Geo Pocket games, and I thought to myself, well, hey, what if I made a game with the little chibi sprites from the Neo Geo Pocket games? Because it would be, number one, it would look cool because it looks cool, but you know, it's not too hard to edit them. They're pretty low res. If I had to edit some stuff and make a new animation, it shouldn't be too difficult in comparison to like a big sprite style. So that's what made me that's what made me develop this primarily, and just kind of a love for the Capcom versus SNK games. Yeah, I would really. I remember playing a Virtual Boy back in the day and it not bothering me. So I think it's the whole perspective thing, where a lot of the games on Virtual Boy, they're just like side scrollers. There's depth, but you're not like flying through space. And even the ones that are, they're mostly wireframes, right? So it's not. I don't know. I think it gives you a different sensation than the current VR games with fully 3D. Yeah, it's the 3D movement, right. And yeah, CVS 2 is amazing. I love CVS 2. I hope, man, now that they're bringing back, look, if you guys don't know, it got leaked. Let me try to find it. Let's go to the Twitter. Let's go to MarcDWyz on Twitter. I posted about it. I don't want to sign in with you. Where is it? I posted about it. Here. Okay, let me bring it up. Here. SNK vs. Capcom Match of the Millennium was rated for the Switch in Korea. So this is how we found out the other ones were coming. So someone noticed it. That it was on the Korean rating board site. So this was the OG, like that's the Neo Geo Pocket Color game. That's where all these sprites and stuff come from. A lot of people haven't played it because it's pretty rare. You can't find the console, let alone the game, half the time. And it's a little pricey, but I got it. I didn't get it at release. I knew about it way after the fact, after it's been released. And I just happened to find it at a used game shop one day, and I'm like, yeah, give me that. I want that. So I bought the Neo Geo Pocket, and I bought this. Because they were used, but, you know, it's cool. But it's a really good game. I'll post more about it when it actually releases, or if they release a trailer for it. I mean, when, rather. And they're definitely going to release a trailer for it. But yeah, that was the original back in the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Now this game doesn't really play the same. So you can't. It's not like a port or a sequel. It's just using the same sprites, but it's got a different battle system. It's got its own mechanics. You know, some original graphics here and there, and some other stuff. So it's not. It's similar, but it's not the same. VR Pocket Fighter EX is something else. Yeah, we did a VR test. I showed that a few episodes back. You can look at the you can look at the backlog of the streams we did. I had it set up for it to show what it looked like. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Yeah, Tim's got the VR stuff, so I don't really have that kind of stuff, and it makes me sick, so I don't know what it's like, but Tim knows what it's like. Like, we have the PSVR, but we don't have anything for the PC. You feel surrounded by background Terrys because of the wallpaper. It wraps around your head. It's pretty funny. Yeah, that's what I've heard, that the console Neo Geo Pocket Color is pretty hard to find even when it was new. I remember seeing commercials about it, but I never saw one in a store. Never. It was not until I got it used at that used game store. It was like a retro shop. Ooh. Just invest a few $100s in a nausea generator. Yeah, that's really what it would be for me, a nausea generator, right? Oh, I think our playlist is close to being over. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's Bison's theme. It's actually the one from Namco X Capcom. Was pretty cool. Oh, lag spike. Namco X Capcom was a strategy RPG for the PS2. It was the predecessor to Project Cross Zone. Project Cross Zone came here, but what do you want, Peep? Peep, what do you want? I don't know if you can hear the chicken. She's talking to somebody. I don't know if, or I'm sorry, I do know Namco X Capcom did not come to the United States, but Project Cross Zone did. But Namco X Capcom was the original, or Cross Capcom was the original one of those. Yeah, I know. You play the VR games that's not moving you around. Ones where you just walk around and they're easier on you. Yeah, oh yeah, because I had the I had my phone, the one where you put the phone inside the VR helmet. I used that once. Well, a few times. It was really shitty. But I downloaded a couple demos like that. It's one where it's like you're sitting in a chair and then like spooky stuff's happening around you and you need to look around to see what's going on. So I know what VR games you're talking about. They're kind of cool, but you know, it's limited. You know, how much can you do with that? And I didn't have controllers or anything. I didn't have the motion controls. You know, it was just you would just look around and it would be more like a tech demo. Oh, that's not gonna work. If I let him fall for it? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, that's the other one I was gonna redo too. So when attacks clash and they give that spark, I wanted to change that one too. Something new. I think I know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's just a matter of figuring it out. Here, let me change it so that Ryu is the opponent and Ken is the player. It's much easier to time this with their Shoryukens. Wait, no, hold on. I want Ken as... Ryu needs to be opponent, I'm sorry. Ken needs to be player, Ryu needs to be opponent. Yeah, VR really needs to lower the price. It'll get there, like any technology, right? Okay. It's hard. It's hard. You gotta hit him at the same frame. There you are. That effect I want to change. Right now it's just a scaled sprite of like the super startup. You could be at a more advantageous situation depending on the move you use the clash with. I can't get the lights to clash. There we go. That'll both send the people back. But see, Ryu's Shoryuken, Ken Shoryuken doesn't knock down on the first hit. It's only the other ones for his heavy, right? But Ryu's is a single hit, so he hits Ken with a lot more force than Ken hits him with that single hit. That's what makes Ryu really focused on counter hits and stuff and punishing. I'm trying to get there. I wanted that. That's what gets. Again, Ryu is more of a punishing character because all of his power is usually concentrated in one hit. So any kind of counter attack gets that 20% bonus on the first hit of the attack. Well, that's the only hit that Ryu has. So he's doing really good when he counters an opponent. He'll do a lot of counter hit damage. Oh, image drawing in the air. Yeah, those things are cool. I think I would be okay with something like that. Where you only move the camera, you know, a little bit as you're moving around to draw. I don't know if Larry's got VR. I think he'd be up for trying it, but I don't know if he would seriously use a VR drawing program. I know some people who do though, and they make crazy stuff. So I don't know, maybe it's cool. Lag spike. That doesn't happen in the actual game. That's only because I'm running it in editor and it was trying to process something, obviously. And it just didn't get to it very quickly. I don't know. Well, anyway. So that's time's up for now. It's been a really, really bad week. A really stressful week, so I think I'm gonna go rest. I got stuff that I've been needing to do. I've got a deadline on a project this week, and I haven't been able to work on it in the last 3 days because of all the shit going on, and it's killing me. So I honestly, I just need some sleep. I need the rest, man, and all the bullshit's not over too. If you saw on Twitter, you'll know what I'm talking about. Let me pull it up. Here, where is it? Where's the tweet? Here's the tweet. Okay, so our cat's sick, and we don't know what's wrong. Here's poor Tango, and we've been running around to all the damn animal hospitals in and out of the state, and because we just woke up one day and she's blind, and we don't know why. She's completely blind. She can't see a damn thing. She has to walk really slowly. She can't figure out where anything is. Like, she can smell and she can hear, but she can't see anything, and it's really depressing. And she needs to go for another test on Wednesday, and it's killing me. So, yeah, that's what's been going on, and we just spending a lot of time on the road because all the places, all the vets that have the equipment to do something about it, to figure something out, or their specialists or whatever, they're not around here. We gotta drive like 2-3 hours to get to one of them, and it's just killing me. So that's what's going on. Poor kitty. Really sucks, and it's getting kind of grim. You know, they still don't know what's wrong with her, and she's got like really, really weird stuff's happening where they're kind of like, yeah, we don't usually see this kind of shit in cats, and we don't know what's going on. I'm like, oh, that's great. So I don't know. She may never see again, and that really saddens me. I can't imagine just can't imagine going through life without not being able to see. Like, that's hyper depressing to think about. So we're trying to do what we can and see if there's any way we can get her to see again, but the options are getting slim, and I don't know what's gonna happen. So we just had to go out today too, so I'm pretty exhausted from all the driving and all the worrying and all the bullshit. So I'm gonna go rest. No double overtime today. I think I'm done for now. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go to sleep. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Oh yeah, we got schedule. So today's Monday. It's Pocket Fighter EX day. We did stuffs. We did that new effect, and we looked at Kakufubatsu. Then we just got off on controllers, but that's fine. Side tangents are great. I have fun with those, and that's all fun. No, I appreciate that, Red Skull. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, and I really hope the cat gets better. Cause I can't imagine living like that. That's something. I mean, I know, like, the cats, like, you know, they got feeling and personality and stuff, and I don't think they can process that kind of thing, but they still get depressed. They still get sad. It may not be the same way that we have, you know, the way we feel about those things, but it's still terrible. There's nobody should go their life without being able to see. That's like crazy. Or even not being able to hear any of the big senses. Like, that's crazy. That's not, man, that's hyper depressing. You don't want to live like that. That's awful. Oh yeah, so Thursday, Retro Mansion game. We're gonna do more work on that. I'm not sure exactly what. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Oaks. That means a lot. Retro Mansion game is kind of like this one's an actual original. It's not a fan game. Retro Mansion game's an original indie game we're working on. It's basically a retro platformer. Kids stuck in a haunted house. Metroidvania-ishy, kind of, sort of, tangential. So, if that sounds cool, come on back, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. And then Sunday we're gonna play something, I don't know. We were at the vet Sunday, so we didn't get to play anything this week. But hopefully things will calm down and we'll be able to play something this weekend. So, but yeah, if anything gets canceled or whatever due to the vet visits and all that, I'll post on Twitter and Discord and whatever, so you'll know. Anyway, so we've got patrons to read out the names of very generous patrons to keep everything afloat and keep the software licenses paid so that I can actually stream this stuff. So super special thanks to Alex Smith and Magali Tabasco. Also thanks to Variant X, Mega Keo, Awakened Emperor, Angel, Rui Luis, Uncle Roy, Mike Cruz, Taryn Williams, Corporal Chungus, Bryce Nagoingum, AJ, Miles Griffin, Ben K, D Money 107, and LD Walker. Thank you guys super special much, especially times like this. It really helps. It really means a lot. And oh yeah, I got my S rank tier. I've got an opening on my S rank tier if you want to check that out, and a link down below for Patreon or in chat. That gets you a 2 times a month, 2 hours each, so that's 4 hours a month of my undivided special focused attention on whatever project you're working on or design questions or whatever. So if that sounds good, hit up the Patreon, check that out. We got other rewards too. We got downloads for the prototype versions of the games, including this one. You can actually play the latest one that's up there right now, and I will update that too with the new version that we worked on today. So if that sounds good, cool. Check that out. Otherwise, that's it. I'm gonna head out. Just need some sleep. I'm tired. I'm exhausted, man. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time. Scrub out.